It's story time tea. That's me, and today I'm here to tell you a story about how I dated a negative Nancy. Okay, this whole thing about it. I don't know if I want to make that the title, y'all, because like I kind of want to say dating somebody broke, because like I don't know. It was like a combination of things, but like I don't really know where this story headed. I just know I'm about to tell y'all about it because I'm about to tell y'all about it. But yeah, so I'm gonna set the scene, y'all. I'm like early 20s, so it wasn't that long ago. Maybe it was like 3 years ago, something like that. And you know how it be when you in your 20s. And so like I was dating like two people. I was dating this girl, I was dating this guy. The girl, I already told y'all a story about her. The crazy girlfriend story, that was her, okay? So while like after I finished off things with her for real, a little time passed. I was dating this guy. So like I was dating him, and it started in the summer months, like warmer months, right? And we were dating for like a month or two. I already knew him. Previously, we were like associates, like we were in the same area for like a year of time, and then I separated because like I went to college and he was, you know, still there. And so like at this point in time, my early 20s, I'm out of college now, and he was in college. He was younger than me. First mistake. I low-key can make this a video about dating somebody younger than you. But I don't know what to tell you about it. But yeah, so yeah, I was talking to him, and he was cool. It was different than the person I was just with because she was a psycho. Love her. She was crazy. Sorry. So it was different. Like he was more chilled. Like he wasn't like in the mix. She was so in the mix. She posted like every day, all day. I'm like, bruh, they don't care. but like yeah, he was just like, you know, less in the mix. He was cool for real. He liked similar things that I like, so like we had like a couple of things in common. We didn't really like to do the same things, but we like to like watch the same type of shows and movies, and we kind of like the same artists a bit, and yeah, like we had stuff like that in common. And so like it was cool for him. I fucked with him. Like he was a cool guy. So we was dating for a while, and then he started being like every person that I ever date in the world. He's just like, we should be together. And I'm just like, relax. And so like another like month or two happened, and like he was letting it rock. He really did let it rock as long as he could. But then he was just like, bro, no, like you need to be with me. Like I don't wanna da da da. And like at this point in time, y'all, I'm in my early 20s, so I do not want to be in a relationship. I'm like, bro, why are you bothering me at this point? Like why can't we just date, and why can't we just be cool? Like I swear I'm niggas, because everybody always trying to get in a relationship with me, and I'm like, no. Yo, I just be feeling like, why are you trying to like relax? And he was not trying to hear none of that. And so after like, I don't know, he brought it up for like the third time in 1 week, I was just like, bro, like if you want us to be together, like I guess like we could be, like you're bothering me at this point. Like I'm tired of you bringing this up. And so then like 2 weeks or something after that, like he did a whole little thing, hotel, everything cute. Yeah, y'all know the deal. So he did all of that. It was cool. Like I liked him. I just didn't want to be in a relationship with him. And so like, so I shouldn't have never gotten one, but here we are, okay? And so like we're dating, and the whole time, like before the relationship, like he had so much money, and like he just was on the move, and that like fronting. And like the thing is, I usually like vet people very well before I like get into a real relationship with them, before I actually be like, you're my boyfriend, you're my girlfriend, or whatever like that. Because I'm just like, I'm not claiming you and you about to embarrass me. And it's not even embarrass me to the public for real, because I really don't be giving a fuck about what nobody got to say about anything. But it's like embarrassing me to like my own standards. Like in my head gonna be like, girl, why did you do that? Like, and so that's what I be thinking. And like as I was doing that, I was like, I know in like 2 years I'm like, girl, why did you do that? And that's exactly how I feel. So I'm mad. But like that's basically how it was. So I was just like, bruh, I'm talking to this guy, and like he like he wasn't always like in the mix, but I just felt like he did slightly too much. Like, he didn't really have no friends, but for some reason, like, he was always posting on Instagram. And he was always talking about how much money he got. Like, I hate a, oh, I got this much money ass nigga. Like, you're not a rapper. What's the point of you saying all of that? Like, who are you trying to impress? So, like, I'm just like, yo, I don't know. Really, like, we were good, but, like, it was things about him where I just knew, like, he wasn't compatible with me. And when I get in a relationship with somebody, I want to have the mindset at the beginning of the relationship that this is going to last forever. It doesn't matter if it does. I just want to feel like that in my head. Like, oh, this is going to be great. We're going to last forever. And at the beginning of the relationship, I was just like, this is about to be a cool year that I'm about to waste. I don't know why, but I just knew. Like, I was just like, bro, I just know you're not my person. And so I really wasn't trying to get in a relationship with him. But he just kept on saying something that was making me mad. And I wasn't doing anything else. Like, so I was just like, bruh, I guess I could just, it'll be fine. Like, it's gonna be exactly the same way that it has been for these past like 2 or whatever months that we've been dating. Like, it's gonna be the same. But it really wasn't, because I wasn't paying attention to the signs and all the flags during us dating, because I had so much stuff going on in my life. Because, like, I had just got out of school and stuff like that. Like, so and so I was like in my career, and I'm trying to like get some foundation. I'm trying to meet the right people and all that good stuff. So I was just like kind of distracted with that. I wasn't really paying attention to like trying to be in a relationship. Like, that was never my point. That was never my purpose. I wasn't worried about that. And so I wasn't paying attention enough to all of that type of stuff. And so like once we got in a relationship, then I started noticing things, because like once somebody is attached to you, like once you like, oh, this is my person for real, then you see more. And I wasn't like spending that much time with him beforehand, so like I didn't see certain stuff. But like once we really got together, I'm just like and so it just was not working out for me. It was like 3 weeks into a real relationship, and all of a sudden, like, he was broke. I don't know how that works. Because he was so money before we got together. He was so money. Like, oh, I drive this nice car. Oh, I always got all this money. And I always do this and da-da-da. And then we get together, and now you broke. And my thing is, once, like, wedding season starts, which is, like, once the semester starts for, I start just having too much money. So, like, I'm booking all my trips during this time. Like, I'm buying all of the clothes during this time. Like, when the fall comes in, I get rich. So, I'm just like I'm a regular person before then. I'm not living paycheck to paycheck at all during the year. But, like, I'm just living very regular. But fall come in, like, I'm money. And so, I'm just like, going to work all the time, got all of this money, and I don't have time to spend it because I'm always at work at that point in time. So then, like, I just ball out once the winter come. And so I'm like getting to the bag, and I'm like making all this money, and I'm cool for real. But he over here just broke and just complaining and crying about how he broke, but not changing his circumstances. That's the thing. Like, it's one thing to be broke, but for you to be crying about being broke, and then you ain't doing nothing to change that. Like, he was irritating me. And it was just like, he was in school, so he's just like, oh, I'm in school, so I can't do this or I can't do that. I'm just like, bro, you literally leave your job and get a better job. Like, he wasn't dumb. Like, he wasn't dumb. He wasn't dumb. So I felt like, if you're not dumb, you should be able to get a better job. I don't know. Maybe you're not looking close enough into it. Like, you need to put a bit more time into trying to find a better job so that you won't have to work a boatload of hours to get no money, because you're broke. And I don't like broke people. It's not even like that, but I don't like broke people that act like they money and also complain about being broke. I don't those things don't go together. Like, either you're money or you're not, right? And if you're broke, then okay, you broke, but don't complain about it. I don't want to hear it. And so I'm just like, I'm like, bro, because there's so many things you can do. Like, bro, you're not, come on now, use your brain. And so he was on Instagram fronting to all of the people like he had money. Like, he really took me, bruh, he took me out his close friends to post stacks of money that wasn't his. Y'all. And I'm just like, not a nigga that owed me money, but because by this point, I had gave him some money and he owed me money, but then he was posting on his close friends that he had money. But he was like, had my best friend and his close friends. Why is my best friend and your close friends? And he just like, don't that nigga owe you money? And I'm like, yes, he do. So I'm just like, so, bro, I'm mad off rip because, like, I'm like, bro, it's kind of the beginning of a relationship and you doing stupid shit already. Because he was just like, yeah, let me get $300. Then all of a sudden he posting with like $2,000 or whatever it was on Instagram, his close friends. Like, what? Ain't you broke? Ain't you poor? So who you lying to? Were you lying to them or you lying to me? Because you're lying to somebody. Because you can't have all this money on Instagram and then all of a sudden you don't have no money. What? And so, like, I stopped being worried about it for real. I didn't even confront him about it. I just let that shit rock. And he gave me my $300 back like 2 weeks later or something like that. And we moved. So I was just planning on my trips and everything because I told y'all I'm money. And I had planned some trips with some of my friends because he was acting like he was so broke that he couldn't go on no trips. I'm just like, I ain't really worried about it. I'm going to go on the trips regardless because I'm not letting no relationship stop me from doing anything that I want to do. So, like, I'm going to do what I want to do. So he was just like, all right, go on your little trips with your little friends. And the thing about me is most of my friends is guys. I already told you that. And so obviously he was mad that I was going on these trips, but like, who gave a fuck? Not me. I didn't care because I'm already knowing, like, my guy friends, they don't want me and I don't want them. We cool. Like, the ones that I was going on trips with, at least. I'm not gonna say all of them. I know some of y'all. But yeah, like, the guy friends that I was actually going on trips with, like, they was like real live family. So I'm just like, nah, they're not worried about me. Like, chill. And so he was upset about some of that, but I didn't care. I was just minding my business. And so then I'm gonna tell you all a list of all of the ridiculous things that I did. So I don't even want to say this out loud. I should have took this to the grave. So basically, like 2 weeks in, I had gave him $300 for something, and he gave it back like 2 weeks later. And then it was just like 2 weeks after that, he needed money again. It was like $300. I gave it to him. And then that was for a whole nother thing. And then like a month happened. He didn't ask me for money for like a whole month, right? And I'm just like, all right, cool. We going on all of these dates, bro. I'm paying for everything because I'm just like, I know you ain't got no money, but also I want to go to these places, and also like I don't feel like you being mad that I took another nigga out. But like, it wouldn't even be me taking them out. It would just be us both going to experience something together. But it is what it is. I already know that y'all gonna be in the comments like, you can't be going on dates with niggas. Like, bro, it wasn't even like that. But yeah, so that's why I just was taking him. I was just taking him and just blowing stacks because like these places was not always cheap, okay? And I was like, I'm going anyway. I don't care. And I wanted to go. And so we going to all these places. I'm paying for everything. Time goes past, and it's like something happened with his sister. I don't know what happened with his sister. He needed another like $250. I gave it to him. When I get his money to him, he gave it back. This was the last time he gave me money back, y'all. This was the last time he gave me money back. So he gave me the little $250 back or whatever for some stuff that happened with his sister. I'm like, all right, cool. So I started going on these trips with my friends. After I had went on like the second trip, or like, no, it was probably like the third trip with my friend. He like complained or whatever. He's just like, oh, I think that person likes you, whatever. I'm just like, I'm not taking your broke ass on no trip. So don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Because I'm really not. And the thing is, I would if he would have his own spending money while we was there, but I know he wouldn't. So I'm not going to spend $4,000 on this trip and then get there and spend another $2,000 on you. No. I'm just like, you not my bitch. So like, no. I was just like, all right, I'm not going to go on no trips for a little second. And then like his birthday came. I was over the top. I did so much stuff for his birthday. Like, I was planning it for like, since we first got in that relationship, I was planning his birthday. So it was like, I just had so much stuff that I did for this man. So I did all of those things. Yeah. Okay. And time passed. Bruh, this is when I should have just let shit rock. It should have been dead after this, because he asked me for some money. I don't even know what it was for. Look, some tires or something. I don't know. I gave him the money. It was a lot of money. I gave it to him. Didn't care. I was like, whatever. And then like I felt like he wasn't gonna give it back to me, so I just said keep it. He said I'll give it back to you, but it took slightly too long, and I got kind of irritated. I said just keep the money. Just keep the money. It's cool. And so I was just like, Christmas just happened. It's fine. Whatever. But y'all know, right after Christmas is my birthday, right? So my birthday is like early January, like right there. As soon as January start, boom, it's my birthday. So it's just like, let him have that money for Christmas, whatever. And mind you, his birthday was right before Christmas, so I did extra shit for his birthday, right? And then Christmas came, and I got him hella shit for Christmas. Like, so like, it was just money, 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 all right, right? I'm not even going to tell y'all how much money that was. Like, it was crazy. And so then my birthday comes. My birthday comes, y'all. My birthday comes. And I already told y'all, I'm big on birthdays. I love birthdays, okay? And so when my birthday came, I was like inviting my friends to do stuff. But then it was like, on this year in particular, like every single one of my friends had some stuff going on. One of my friends' car broke down. The other one just moved to a new state. It was just like, bop, bop, bop. Everybody had crazy stuff going on. So I was just like, all right, my 5 closest friends are basically in financial turmoil right now. I was like, only my one friend can pull up, and this is the friend that I was already going on all these trips with. And so I was just like, I can't like go to another state and go on no fancy ass trip and do all this stuff with the same man that I already went on like 2 other trips with recently. It's going to look crazy. And I was just like, so like, what am I about to do? I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna take my boyfriend on this trip. It's fine. Like, I know this nigga broke, but I'm gonna take him on this trip because like, I don't have no choice, because I didn't want to go by myself, because I think the trip before that was the one that I went on by myself. And I don't really like to do my birthday trip by myself. I could do other trips by myself, not worried, but my birthday, I just want to be with my people for real. And so I had like a little party or whatever before I went on my trip, because that's what I always do. I always just invite all my friends to my house, like, hey, game night, before I leave, let's go. So usually I just invite everybody that couldn't go, but that year in particular, everybody and their daughter had to come because ain't nobody was going on this trip. But I planned this trip out very seamlessly. It was like a trip I was gonna go to, like, I was gonna go to Tennessee and Atlanta. It was like this little thing in Tennessee that I wanted to see, and obviously Atlanta is Atlanta. So yeah, I was gonna go to both of those places. It was kind of like a road trip, kind of. So that's how it was supposed to be, like. And obviously I was going to pay for everything, because who gonna pay for it if it's not me? And so like, once my birthday come, I always expect to at least spend like at least $3,000. At least I'm about to spend it. And so I was just like, all right, I'm ready. I got the money. Like, everything is fine. Like, I just had a blooming ass wedding season. Like, stacks on stacks. It's cool. Even though I just blew all of that money in December, I was still ready for my birthday. I had bought all these excursions and all this other stuff for all the things that I wanted to do. I was ready. And like, 2 days before the trip, y'all will not believe this shit, but you will. This nigga broke up with me. 2 days before my birthday trip, this nigga broke up with me. I always leave for my birthday like 4 days before my birthday. So, bruh, 2 days before the trip, he broke up with me. And I'm just like, when I tell y'all I wanted to fight this man, I wanted to fight him. Because if I knew that he was going to act this way, I would have just took my other friend. Because one thing about him is, he gonna go. One thing about my other friend is, he gonna travel. He always gonna travel. He always gonna have a band. He's gonna have it. Everything's gonna be cool. Vibes. Every single time I go on a vacation with this man. And so I was just like, bruh, I really could have just had the best planned out vacation. And since it was my birthday, I knew he was gonna be like on birthday time. Like, I knew everything was gonna be beautiful if I would have went with this friend. But I purposely did not go with this friend, because I was like, I don't want this man to be upset. Like, I don't want him to think like some crazy things is going on. Like, y'all know how people be. I don't be wild on trips, but people be wild on trips. People be getting drunk, be doing stuff that they regret. Not me, but you know, it's the stereotype. It is what it is. That's how girls be when it's their birthday. But and so I was just like, nah, I'm gonna take him. But then he broke up with me. And so I'm sitting there dumb as shit in the house like, bro, what I'm finna do? Because at this point, it's kind of last minute to try to ask my friend to come. And I felt like it was just too much. It was just too much. Like, the trip was literally in 2 days. And then it was like a road trip for real, because it was like we was going to drive from Tennessee to Atlanta, whatever. So like it was kind of too much to be asking somebody last minute. If I would have asked him ahead of time, he would have definitely said yeah, because like he don't be caring. He like to do stuff. But like I was like, I gotta change my whole trip. Like I can't go there anymore. I gotta go to a place where I just fly in and I'll just be there and I just gotta stay there the whole time. So I was just like, I gotta cancel all of this stuff. Like it's 2 days in advance, so you know everybody was just like, you're not getting your money back. So bruh, I wasted like $2,000 because I had to cancel so much stuff. Like I had to cancel the Airbnb in Tennessee and that. Like bruh, everybody was like, both of the Airbnbs was like, oh, we'll give you like $500 back, and I'm just like, I paid $12 for that. I'm like, I paid $12 for that. I paid $900 for that, and y'all gonna give me $500 now? Y'all gonna give me $400 for that one and $500 for this one? I'm just like, just wasted. Money wasted. And so I'm canceling everything. After I cancel all of this stuff, like, bro, he hit me up. He's just like, oh, well, I didn't know that, da-da-da. And like, he was really just trying to, I don't know why I fell for it. Like, I'm like, right now, I can't even get my brain together. Like, I'm just dumb. So he was just like, I apologize, and I'm not trying to ruin your birthday, and we can still go, and da-da-da. And I'm just like, bruh, I literally just canceled everything, and like, it's nothing I can do. Like, I can't just be like, hey, yo, look, I changed my, like, bruh, no, I canceled everything this morning. Like, and now that some of the tickets that I gave back, they sold them already. So I can't even get back the things that I was trying to do during that time. Like, bruh, like, we were supposed to be there in like 3 days. Are you dumb? And so like after all of that, like, I was really heated, but I'll be trying not to just be so mad that I just say crazy stuff and do crazy stuff. So I just was like, all right, let me just relax and let me just figure out what I want to do. And so I planned a whole new trip. In that time span of that one day, I planned a whole new trip. And so I was going to a whole nother state, planned this whole new trip and everything like that. This man comes to my house, right? And at this point in time, I paid for a bunch of stuff for him, but like I didn't expect him to give me money back. But then for like some stuff he said he would give me money back for, like, and so when he came to my house, at that point he owed me $2,000. Okay, at that point he owed me $2,000. But he came to my house. He had me a bunch of gifts and stuff like that. The amount of gifts that he got me, bro, like basically it was just the money that he owed me. That's what it was. And did I get that money back? No. So like he real live got me gifts with my own money. So did he give me any gifts? No. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I got me gifts for my birthday and gave them to my boyfriend and he gave them back to me. That's basically what happened. In my head, that's what happened because like, no. And so he gave me all these gifts. He was just like, I'm sorry, let's go on a trip, whatever. We goes on a trip. Trip was cool. Like, obviously, I paid for gas. I paid for like all of the stuff that happened, except for like what I ate on my birthday. He paid for that or whatever. And that's how that was. Bro, like the whole story is just stupid. So, I could have told this story better, but it's just so dumb that I didn't even take time to even think about it in my head for too long because it's gonna make me mad. And so after that, like all of that whole mess, like we was back together. Like he's just like, be my girlfriend, I'm sorry, we back together or whatever. And like my birthday trip was fine, but it wasn't even nearly as good as it was supposed to be because I was supposed to be having the best time of my life in Tennessee and Atlanta. I had planned out like a whole like fucking 8-day trip or whatever, and instead I went to another state that was not as warm. I went to another state that was not as warm and didn't have as much stuff to do, and I was only there for like 6 days or something like that because it was just like the way everything was set up. Like everything had to be done very last minute, and so it was just like the Airbnb was just like, oh, somebody's coming on this day, so you can't stay that long, you gotta leave on that. Bruh. So like the whole situation was trash, and but like I still had a good time because like I'm gonna have a good time regardless. Like I'm a party, so I had a good time. Everything was cool. I came back home. I'm just like, all right, we need to talk about some things because obviously it's something wrong with you. So we had conversations, and like he just made up like very like stupid excuses for like why he broke up with me and like why we should be back together and why I should trust him to not do no dumb shit like that again. But my thing is, I shouldn't even let him come back into my life. After he broke up with me, I should have been like, that's raps, and I should have just never talked to that nigga again. Because I would have been better off that way. To be honest, I would have been better off. And so, like, I was like, alright, we back together and everything is cool and like I forgive you and alright, I'm not even gonna be mad. And so some time had passed, right? And like he was fake paying me back because like it was things that he was supposed to do and he would like count it as the money being given back to me. But I'm just like, I want money in my hand because I gave you money in your hand. But like that's not what he did though. And so like he was just like doing stuff for me and counting it as money. And I didn't like that. Because I'm just like, I don't do that. Like, if I decide to send my boyfriend $50 to get his hair cut, I'm not going to be like, you owe me $50. Or like, oh, since I owed you $100 and I just paid for your haircut, now that means I only owe you $50. Like, I don't think that works like that. Like, not to me. It don't work like that to me. Like, I wouldn't do that to somebody, so I don't want nobody to do that to me. Basically. And so I was just like... And so like he really was just putting the worst taste in my mouth, and I was just like, why am I with this nigga? I hate him. Bruh, like I don't know what was going through my head at the time, but like he was not it. And so time had passed, and he was just, you know, giving me my money back in those very ridiculous ways and whatever. Like, oh, I took you to work 3 times this week, and so that is $50. Like, type shit. And I'm just like, what? And so that's basically how it was. And then it was just like, one of his friends was getting married, something like that, right? And so he wanted to go to the wedding. He wanted me to go to the wedding. I should have said no. That's what I should have did. I should have said no. And I should have just stayed my little cute self home because I was like, all right, yeah, we can go on the trip or whatever. He wanted to drive there. I said, all right, cool. I paid for the gas, not like in a give me my money back type of way. I was just like, I'll just pay for the gas. In real life, I shouldn't have paid for it because he still owed me money. But like I paid for the gas because I'm just like, it's cool. You gonna pay for our food like on their way there and stuff like that, whatever. And so we get there, and all of a sudden, like did he not have his wallet? Or like, I don't even remember the circumstances, but he didn't have money for us to check into this hotel, y'all. Like, how do you even do that? How do you even do that? And so I was just like, it's cool. I'll pay for it. You can give me the money back. Did I ever get that money back? Y'all know that I didn't. And so like the hotel was like $370 or something like that. I paid for it. Mind you, these are his friends. I don't know these people. I don't know these people, and I didn't necessarily want to come. It's just he asked me to come, and I was just like, well, if you want to. And he's like, yeah, because I'm going to be driving for a long time, and I don't really want to drive by myself, whatever. And so I'm just like, all right. So, like, it's not like a trip, like, oh, this is a vacation, like, it makes sense for me to pay some stuff. No! This is for him! Like, this is his friend getting married. Like, what? And so, like, I'm very irritated. Because I'm just like, bro, how are you so responsible that you left your money, or, like, this person was supposed to give you some money, but then they didn't give it to you in time, or whatever the situation was. I can't even really remember, because he has told me so many things when I giving him money, and he was going to give it back. Like, he had told me so many different stories that I don't remember which one it was in particular at that point in time. That's how bad it was. And so like, yeah, that's how it was. And we were there, and we're, like, going to the store and everything like that. And he's just like, I left my wallet in the car or whatever, like, bruh. And so then, so I'm paying for whatever it was that we got from Walmart, because, like, we was going to be in a hotel for a couple of days, and so, you know, you want to get, like, little snacks and, like, water and all that other good stuff. So, yeah, that's what happened. And it's like, man, he was stressing me out. Like he was stressing me out because I had money, but, like, I don't have money to just keep on just every 2 seconds for you. Not when you don't do nothing for me. Like, no, we ain't equal. Like, I want it to be some type of, it needs to be balanced. Like, why is it not balanced? Like, I feel like at this point, I'm your sugar mama because you're younger than me and I just keep on giving you money time after time. Like, can I have some money? And I'm just like, oh, here, sugar. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So, after a while, I was just like, bruh, I'm tired of this nigga. And so, like, while we were on this vacation, this is when I was really, like, coming to the realization, like, you need to stop. Like, you need to leave this man. Like, why are you even? Like, he already told you how much of a trash person he is when he broke up with you 2 days before your birthday trip. Like, you already know. Like, after you did all of that for his birthday, he really played with you right before your birthday. Like, bruh, you need to leave this man. Especially when he know like how important my birthday is to me. Like, obviously you just don't give a fuck about me. Like, that gotta just be it. Like, it's not even because it wasn't like I was expecting him to like buy me a bunch of stuff for my birthday or like do a bunch of stuff for me for my birthday. I literally just needed him to show up. I didn't need him to do anything else. I was gonna pay for everything and not think in my head, oh, you should be paying for this, or oh, you owe me money. Like, because it wasn't even like that. Like, I'm just like, I'm paying for the rental. Like, I was going to pay for, like, I really didn't care. So it's not like he was just like, oh, I don't have the money to, like, do all of these things for her, so I'm going to just break up with her. Like, that shouldn't have been the thought in his head, because I already was like, oh, I'm paying for everything, I don't care. Because either I was going to go on this trip with you, or I was going to go on a trip by myself. Either way, I was going to have to pay all of this money, so fuck it. And so I was just like, in my head, like, thinking all of that, I'm just like, bro, like, he really don't care about me. Like, he really don't. Like, he be acting like he obsessed with me and like he loved me so much and like I'm so important to him, but like when it actually mattered, like he played me. So I'm just like, no. And then the fact that like he was just always broke, I'm just like, how are you always broke and you always lying to people talking about something you got some money? Like, nobody even asking you, do you got some money? And you just lie. Why? Like, he always wanted to be seen. He always wanted people's approval. And like, I don't really get along with people like that. Like, why do you care about what everybody thinks so much that you lying consistently? Bruh. And so like, after I was thinking all of this in my head, like, I'm in a hotel, like he out with his friends and I'm in a hotel just sitting there like, I'm really about to leave this nigga. I'm like, after this trip, like, raps, like, I'm done. Like this is it. And so, like, he come back and we talking or whatever. And he, like, apologizing for, like, all of his wrongdoings all year. And I'm just like, and, like, he trying to wrap it up in a cute little, neat little bow. Like, it really was only, like, a 3-second conversation. Like, he really just was like, yeah, I'm just sorry about this year. Like, you know, like, things were just a little hard. And I feel like I leaned on you a little bit too much. But, you know, it be like that sometimes. Mind you, I didn't need him to apologize. And I know that it, in fact, be like that sometimes. It's your attitude and how you be acting on social media that make me mad. Because, like, if you just poor, you just poor. But not you keep on fronting on social media like you got so much money and like you doing so well and da-da-da. Like, just don't be on there. If your life is trash, just don't be on there. Just wait till your life is going well and then you post something. Nobody will ever be the wiser. Like, nobody will know. like because people stop being on social media all the time, and also niggas is not looking for you. Like, you're a man. Like, maybe if you had a fat butt, like, somebody would be worried about you and then be like, dang, she ain't been on here in so long, I wonder what's up with her. But like, you're a man, nobody's worried about you and like how consistently you post. Like, they'll care like when you post and they looking at it like, oh, that's cool, whatever. But like, if you disappear for a short period of time, nobody's gonna know. They're not checking for you. Like, you're not like Harry Styles or like you're not one of them. Like, nobody's checking out for you. Like, okay, like, you're not Drake. So like, let's be for real. I'm like, nobody's checking for you. And like, he just always felt the need to just try to be cute on social media. So like, no. I'm really just like, I don't know why I even ever dated a posting ass nigga in the first place. Like, because this all could have been avoided if I just would have been like, no, red flag, I ain't talking to him. Because then, like, he would have never had the opportunity to make me mad about saying he had money when he didn't. Because, like, I would have never known that he was flexing on the gram. Like, I would have never known. Like, and so, like, yeah, that was, like, one of the biggest problems. Because I'm just like, And so, like, after his fake little apology and everything, like, he still was on a trip, still trying to go places and do stuff. And I'm just like, you don't have no money. So where are you going? Exactly. And so I'm just like, where are you going that I have to pay for? That's my question. And so, like, We had went out with his friends and he had paid for the time that we had went out, but like it was literally just like $50, and I'm just thinking about all of the money that he owed me, and I'm just adding it up in my head, and I'm like, bro, you owe me over $1,000. And I just want you to know that I want my money back. Because, and I was also just like, bro, I probably should just wait to break up with this man, because he's not gonna give me my money back if I break up with him. But he was so just like, I'm gonna give you your money back, don't worry about it. And I'm just like, he not about to give me shit, because I'm about to leave this nigga. And like, bruh, people act like just because you got money, they don't gotta give you your money back. No, I still want my money back, because you should have never told me you was gonna give it to me. Like, if you would have just said, can I have, then you would have just had it. But the fact that you saying that you gonna give it back, I want my money back. And I want it back now. And so I was just like, alright, I might just have to let this go, and I just know that he's not about to give me my money back, and I just gotta, just live with that. And so, like, once the trip ended, like, we had left, like, during that trip, like, I still spent more money, but, like, it wasn't no crazy amount, like, all of the other money, for real. So, I was just like, okay. And so, like, he gave me, like, $50, and then another time he gave me, like, $75, and then, like, because I stayed around for 2 pay cycles. I was like, he might give me my money back in 2 pay cycles. So I stayed around for 2 pay cycles, y'all. And then after that, he didn't give me my money. And I was just like, I'm not waiting any longer. I just need to break up with him, because at this point, he a liability. And I'm going to just keep on spending more and more money, because he just keep needing stuff. Like, you can't pay your car note. You can't pay your car insurance. Why do you have a car if you cannot afford this car? And it wasn't like it was a cheap car. Like, you should get, like, a less expensive car. And then when it's a crack in your fucking mirror or whatever, it won't cost so much. Like, you trying to have a foreign car and be cute for the bitches, and you don't have foreign car money. I'm just like, bro, you shouldn't even have this car. And so the fact that you got this car, like, no. You put your own self in this situation. Like, your car insurance, high as hell. Your car payment, high as hell. Anytime anything is wrong with your car, it's high as hell. And who been paying for it? Me, the dummy. So I'm just like, I don't know what you're gonna do after we break up, because you're not gonna have any money. You're still going to be poor. Like, I don't even know how you was like fronting and flashing and all this stuff before we got together anyway. I don't know how you did it. And then he's gonna say, oh, the reason why I'm so broke is because of you. You always want to go somewhere. You always want to do something. And I immediately, of course, I'm going to get heated, because I'm just like, bruh, I got money, though. I got money, and I always want to go somewhere and do something, but I have the money to pay for that. And I don't be asking niggas to pay for shit for me. Like, either you volunteer or I'm just going to pay for it myself. I don't care. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, this is so much money. I wish somebody would pay for it. Like, no. I'm not about to be like that. Like, I'm just going to pay for it. I'm probably not even going to tell you nothing about it. You ain't going to know that I done spent all of this money until you see me with the shit that I done spent all the money on. Like, so I'm just like, I'm really not one of those type of people. So I don't know why you trying to say I'm the reason why you don't got no money. And he's just like, well, I'm just saying that because you always be taking me away from the money. Like, I be trying to go to work and you don't be wanting me to go. And I'm just like, wrong bitch? Question mark? Like, the fuck? I don't do that. Like, I really am the type of person that's just like, dang, I don't want you to leave. But, like, isn't that like every person? I be like that, but I don't be for real. Get out. Like, I'm never gonna be the type of person to be like, you could be late to work or you can miss work. Like, let's be together. Like, I'm not one of those type of people unless it's your birthday. Then I'm just like, bruh, call out. They'll be fine. But, like, other than that, I'm just like, child, go to work. Like, because one thing I'm going to do is go to work. I don't miss work for nobody. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going to make you miss work or tell you to miss work. I'm just like, you just don't be wanting to go to work once you get with me. That ain't my fault. That is not my fault. Because once I get with you, I'm still just like, yeah, I got work at 4 p.m. So, you know, do with that information whatever you want, but I'm getting the fuck out of here by 3 o'clock. And so, like, yeah, that's always how I be. So I'm just like, I'm not stopping you from getting any money. Like, you're literally your own, like, captain of your ship, my guy. like you're the captain of your ship. So you gonna move how you want to move. It don't got nothing to do with me. Like, I'm gonna be accountable for the shit that I done did, but not like you trying to say that I'm the reason why you broke. Cause come the fuck on. I'm just like, the times that I done paid your car insurance, a time that I had gave you money for these tires, like, please be fucking for real. Because all of this stuff was expensive and I paid for all this stuff. So if anything, I'm helping you with your bills. I'm not making you not have enough money for them. Like, what are you talking about? And so, like, I was highly offended. And I wanted to fight this nigga. But I was just like, instead, let me just break up with you. I'm sorry. I'm getting too emotional. My bad. I was like, let me go. I'm going to go ahead and head out. Because, like, I'm just like, what are you talking about? And so, that was our problem. That was our problem, y'all. And I did this to myself because I knew before we even got in a relationship that, like, he had some shit with him. And I also knew that, like, he wasn't necessarily a given type of person like the way that I am. So, like, of course, he's just going to keep on taking and taking and taking and taking. And, like, he was younger than me. And so, like, he didn't have his life as together as I did as well. So, it was, like, multiple things that went into it. So, it was just, like, I knew off rip that it wasn't a good idea. I knew it wasn't a good idea. And, like, I've only ever dated somebody younger than me, I think, 3 times. But each time, it was terrible. Alright, one of them wasn't terrible. It's just, I'm just thinking about it too hard. 2 times, it was absolutely terrible. And one time, it was just like, alright. But he wasn't that much younger than me, so it was just like, I don't really want to say he was younger than me for real, but he was. But, like, yeah, I always date people older than me because I'm just like, I want you to have your shit. Like, have your own place. Maybe if you don't have your own place, at least have your own car. Like, have your own something. Have something that you need to maintain, something that you take care of, something that, like, you know, belongs to you. Like, type beat. Like, I need to know, like, you're a real human being. Like, have a dog that you take care of, you know. He got all his shots and his nails is clipped and his hair is all nice and cute. Like, something. You need to be taking care of something. I need to know that you can really provide for this thing and do well by this one thing. Like, if your car all fucked up or, like, your house is a hot mess every time I come over, I'ma know that, like, we not compatible. Because we don't live our lives the same. All of my things are very, you know, put together. Like, I'm put together. My apartment put together. Like, all my things is put together. I'm a whole human. And I need somebody that's going to be a whole human too. And he was not a whole human. He really wasn't. Like, he was a small child. And I played myself, okay? And so it's not even bad on him. I'm pretty sure, like, you know, he's a whole human now. And he's a whole adult. And he got his life together. And everything is cool. But at that point in time, he played me. I played myself. And that was one of the worst relationships I ever been in my whole life. I feel bad for saying that, but it's, like, so true. Like, I've only been in, like, like 4 or 5 real relationships, and that one was not it. I don't even really like counting it for real. I'm not gonna lie, because that one was not it at all. And it's not even like I have, like, so many regrets. I just was like, it is what it is. It was bad, but, you know, what can you do? It was an experience. And so now I know not to date posting ass niggas, because apparently I don't like that. And also pay attention to people more when I'm dating them. And, like, don't just agree to get in a relationship with somebody just because they keep on saying something about it. Just stop dating their ass. Fuck them. It's not it. Because if you're going to try to force me into something that I don't want to do, my guy, I just learned so much from this relationship. Like, it was good for me to have it. I'm just upset. But, like, it was good for me to have it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, now I know that I need somebody that got more money. like I can't date any more people that's broker than me. Like, no. They need to have more money than me. Either they need to have around the same amount or they need to have more, because I cannot. I'm not paying anybody's car insurance ever again. Okay? I'm not. Okay? If you end up buying, don't call on me. We're not engaged, okay? We're not engaged. Alright, I do it for my fiance. That's all I got. I can't do it for nobody else. It gotta be like, I don't know, because I just felt so dumb. I just felt so dumb. And, like, this story has been all over the place. And I haven't even given, like, great details on all the things that was going on. Just because I'm just thinking the whole time in the background in my head. I really was doing that. I'm ridiculous, okay? I'm ridiculous. And I know that. And maybe in the future, I will tell another story about this person in particular and give more detail and have it be a smaller section of the relationship and not like a grand total of the relationship, because I feel like I can tell y'all like 7 stories about this nigga. Like, so yeah, alright. I just gotta be done because at this point this story was long as fuck. Alright. But for me, story time Tish, the tea is over. Peace and love.